Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this high school football playoff video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
Mike, there's a CIF semifinal football game at Vets. Get the band back out on the field. Let's do this thing.
Jalen Johnson and that Poly defense lights out last week in Upland and looking to dominate again tonight. Rubs hand like Birdman.
It's looking to take out the Cypress Centurions out of the Empire League. They enter on a 7-game winning streak, but the mighty Jackrabbits have been dominating this bracket so far, proving why they should be the 1 seed in D4.
Yeah, sending a bit of a statement about that bracket placement, I think. And from the outset, the monster was on the loose. Sack on the opening drive. Jackrabbits were about all of the action, wanted all of the smoke in this semifinal game.
Yeah, the smoke, the vape, the everything. Poly offense came out with a really good opening drive as far as plays, distance. Jason Robinson wide open, and when he's dragging tacklers, that's a good sign as he fights forward to get the first down right here.
When the fast guy can't be brought down, you're looking good. Things would stall, though, as Kuykendall was sacked by Jacob Wilkie. Wilkie or won't he did get to the quarterback that time, and the Centurions did bust a big play to get into Poly territory here as Matt Morrell hits Mohamed Hassaneh for their biggest gain of the night. And that's a good sign if this is your biggest gain of the night.
Sure, but it did get them inside the Poly 40, so the Jackrabbits needed to make a play, and Morrell, under some duress here, flings up this prayer. Malik Brown is there for the blessing. It's an interception, and Poly immediately gets the takeaway after the Centurions got something going.
Pretty good pass rush.
Not too bad, but the Poly offense still just a little bit out of sync. This one goes off the fingertips of Tyson Bordeaux for a turnover on downs, but that Poly defense firmly in control. Morrell fighting hard just to get close to the line of scrimmage where Noodles was waiting to greet him.
Definitely just a different level of physicality for the Jackrabbits. They do try a throwback screen off the back foot. That's not a good idea.
That's never good. Monster with the pick, but then he fumbles it, and then Austin King in the right spot. What a weird play, but it's Poly ball again.
Jalen, buddy, we're going to need you to put both hands on that football after you catch it. Big play, though, for the Jackrabbits. They still need to get on the scoreboard here, and Devin samples as Devin tramples through the defense for that first down.
But then Nathan Schneider going to sniff out this screen to force Poly into a 4th and 6 situation. Poly looking... Favorite target for Shea has been Bordeaux, but again, not quite in sync. Another turnover on downs. Poly fans starting to get a little restless, a little nervous here, as there's still no score in this game.
But fortunately, the defense allowing absolutely nothing. Donovan Poe with the tackle for a loss.
And throw some T's on that hit. As you can see, the defense absolutely fired up and doing their part. Could it be special teams that gets Poly on the board? We know Dalen Austin, an absolute stud on punt return. He's going to make a cut, and he's got some green, Mike, and he's going to take the time. He knows he's gone. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Waves to the camera.
Bye.
The hi and bye, unfortunately... This one's going to get called back. You hate to have to do this when you have such great plays and such great clips, but we have to go back. A flag for holding well behind the play.
It's a hater flag.
Takes the points off the board.
It's a hater flag. Later in that drive, Nick Kelly finally breaks the seal with this touchdown scamper. Jackrabbits get on the board with 2:42 left in the first half. That defense was dominant, but it did take the offense a little bit of time to settle into a rhythm.
Yeah, thought we would get our first points a little earlier than that, but Poly will certainly take the lead. Then the Poly defense forcing another emphatic 3-and-out, piling up on the quarterback. That gives it back to the offense. Samples going to punch in the touchdown to double Poly's lead. That's going to give the Jackrabbits a little bit of breathing room. They wanted a bigger lead, but it's 14-0. You got to feel good about that.
A quick shout out to the girls tennis and boys water polo teams at Poly on their CIF championships. Check out a website called the562.org for all of that coverage, Tyler.
I hear it's pretty good. The football team, now they're trying to play Get Like Me. You know, they want a plaque of their own. How about a house call to start the second half? Austin's long distance, you better call collect. Dalen going to take this one all the way to the crib.
Well, he's looking for you.
Yeah, he ran to me, ran away from me. No flags this time. He's going to get to keep this one. It's 21-0. Dalen Austin. He's a guy.
But he wanted the second wave. I saw him looking sideline to sideline. He couldn't find you. Meanwhile, for Cypress, it's never a good sign when Wendell Wowo Mo is body surfing on your quarterback, a log roll on top of a human being right there. And then the Rabbits just teeing off on their offense. They allowed just 38 total yards to the Centurions.
Then the running lanes were getting a little bigger for Samples in that second half, and he carried tacklers when needed. Then Ike Mikaele going to punch it in for the rushing touchdown. He's a linebacker. He's a punter. He's a running back. He can even dance a little bit. Repo Man does it all. Poly up 28-0.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Jackrabbits are looking for. Dominant on both sides of the ball at this point. And then Austin, meanwhile, another big punt return. Almost broke this one to the house, but is going to give the Jackrabbits great field position.
Yeah, just such a dynamic playmaker, the junior. Great to have him on specials. Then Poly in the I formation. Samples going to score his second touchdown of the night. Poly is now rolling. They are up 35-0.
So we go to the fourth quarter, and it's a chance for Ron Green to get in the game. You don't want no green machine, Tyler. Jackrabbits feeling themselves. Love to get the backups in a playoff game this deep in the bracket. Pretty special stuff for the Jackrabbits as they win it 35-0.
Certainly could have been crisper, especially in that first half, but, the flags are waving. Jackrabbits are headed to the CIF championship game. Head coach Stephen Barbie 1 win away from bringing a ring to 1600 Atlantic. Long Beach Poly will visit St. Francis either Friday or Saturday in the Division IV championship game.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center. Hey, it could be a lot more special football stuff coming for the city of Long Beach. For all that coverage, keep it right here at the 562.